The Honourable Member for North Fly.
Thank you, Acting Speaker. Long looks how long people will not fly. And once again, Gubla Winin lo yumi ogata kambong lo here. Asking lo me is to the Minister for Health and National Disaster Service. And the Prime Minister may take note and relevant departments, ministers. This is in relation to the El Nino situation that we have and we are facing as a country and across the Pacific. I take note of the minister's press release yesterday in relation to the report from the National Weather Forecast and the update that the minister released yesterday categorizing the status of the El Nino effects across the country in three categories: the critical ones, the extreme, the alert, and the to be watched or moderate. And further, there is outline of the minister's department, how they are trying to address the El Nino as a holistic approach to the country. And there was an NEC decision yesterday. In his press release, NEC decision number 154 of 2026, and also from the Finance Department, the FI that came out this morning, I guess, FI 3 of 2026, outlining where we will source the money, especially from the DSIPs and PSIP, to counter at the front runners as a district and the province. And they have categorized the allocation for the province and the districts of how much we would use. For the districts, 5 million we should reappropriate, and also for the provincial government, 10 million will reappropriate to counter this on the ground. I want to, Mr. Acting Speaker, inform that to the Minister, but specifically for my province, and the two districts that we have faced in the province, there's Western Province, up in the north and the middle fly, we are categorized moderate or severe. But my situation is even extreme. So I would escalate my situation from the northern part of the province. I will put it to the extreme critical, because all my service line by river, by fly river, has been cut off. No food, no nothing as of today. Now, that's the level of escalation I want to inform the House to the Minister. So when categorizing for my district and the middle fly, we would be up at the critical stage. Now, I have the other point, Mr. Acting Speaker, before I would ask a question. The national government of the cabinet have also secured a 300 million through the minister to fund the El Nino. I take note of the DSIP, then the 300 million from the World Bank that's been secured, and therefore my questions are these to the minister. Would you inform the House and the respective districts and the provinces, elaborate more on the FI and your press release, how we intend to roll out the El Nino situation? And also, would you inform us of the 300 million from the World Bank that's been secured? How is it going to be rolled out? Is it going to be held up here in the Waigani, or are we going to dispatch that also equally to all districts and provinces so that we would have those funds as part of the measures we would attack or address the El Nino? Furthermore, I would also ask the minister, my particular situation for Western, I would request if that can be an SOE for me, because all my supply lines have cut off and there's no way I can survive. Thank you, Mr. Acting Speaker.
The Honourable Minister for Health.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. I'd like to thank the good member for Not Fly for this very important question. Our country is going through a very severe drought as an effect of the El Nino condition. And this is a very important question we have been working through the last few months. In as far as the disaster management mechanism that prescribed by the National Disaster Management Act, we have already sent out instructions to all provincial governments, especially the provincial administrators, to set up the Provincial Disaster Management Committee. Also, by operation of that same act, the National Disaster Management Committee is also in place, and all districts and provinces, including LLGs and wards, have been operating and collecting information and providing data to the Provincial Disaster Management Committee, which have been fed to the National Disaster Management Committee. So just want to clarify the data that we are using to make decisions. At the same time, it is a multi-agency task force that we work with, including the National Weather Service. So the classification as to which province or district or which region from our countries is either in extreme, severe, or what category they are in is based on all those different information that are coming through. So I would like to encourage all our provincial disaster management committee to work very closely with the districts and the wards to make sure that those data, the reports are coming through. Even if it means for you to send the reports every week, you have to do that, because that is the information that we use at the National Disaster Center to be able to coordinate with our development partners and our national government to be able to provide the relief that is needed. In as far as the my press release and the financial instruction is concerned, yes, we have a table that at the NEC, and NEC has prudently made a decision to get our provinces and districts to respond at a local level, which is what it should be. And the financial instruction which has come out this morning is to use the DSIP and PSIP that is within the budget to be able to use for El Nino or drought conditions at the districts and the province. So I thank the Minister for Finance and the Department of Finance for making that financial instruction available. The provincial governments are allowed to use 10 million Kina, up to 10 million Kina of the PSIP and 5 million Kina by the DDA to be able to use to El Nino related cost. So that's at the local level, and that's something that all of us are working on. Our people are demanding us that they have serious issues, and food. We have issues in even the health centers and our primary health care, provincial hospitals, and as far as health is concerned, is all scaling down services because of the lack of water in some of these very seriously affected provinces. And I think the same is happening in education and others. So where we can, I urge the provinces and the districts to use the financial instructions to be able to intervene immediately while our national government work through the Treasury Department to find help to support, give more support. With as far as the 300 million Kina loan that he was alluding to, I think I would ask the Treasury or the Prime Minister to respond to that, if not now, maybe later. Thank you.